A blurry midnight photo, two black cars parked outside an exclusive private lounge, and two mysterious figures hiding behind masks and hoodies. Within hours, the internet exploded with one question no fandom was ready for. Did Wang Yibo Xiao Zhan secretly meet again under the cover of darkness? Because if this rumor is true, everything could change overnight. It started with silence. Not a press conference, not an official announcement, not even a celebrity leak account. Just one blurry late-night photo uploaded by an anonymous netizen on a Chinese entertainment forum. At first, nobody paid attention. The image was dark, grainy, almost impossible to understand. Two luxury vehicles parked near a private members-only lounge in Beijing. Security standing near the entrance. And two tall male figures dressed entirely in black walking quickly into the building just before midnight. But then, fans noticed something. One of the cars reportedly resembled a vehicle often associated with Wang Yibo. The other detail that immediately sparked chaos online was the silhouette of one man wearing a black cap, oversized hoodie, and white sneakers. A style many fans claimed looked exactly like Xiao Zhan. And that was all it took. Within minutes, screenshots spread across social media like wildfire. Fan accounts started reposting the images with emotional captions. Comment sections exploded. Some fans were shaking. Others refused to believe it. But everyone was watching. Because for years, the connection between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan has remained one of the most emotionally powerful topics in Chinese entertainment fandom culture. And suddenly, the possibility of a secret midnight meeting reopened emotions many thought had disappeared long ago. Fans began analyzing every tiny detail. The jacket, the shoes, the body posture, even the way one figure slightly lowered his head while entering the building. This can't be a coincidence. They move exactly the same. Why meet secretly at midnight unless something important is happening? Those comments flooded the internet nonstop. But what truly pushed the rumor into full-scale frenzy was the timing. According to fan sightings posted earlier that day, both Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan were reportedly in Beijing at the same time. Individually, that wasn't unusual. But together, on the exact same night, near the same private location, for many fans, it felt impossible to ignore. And then came the detail nobody expected. Several posts discussing the alleged meeting suddenly disappeared from certain online platforms only hours after going viral. Some users claimed their hashtags stopped appearing in searches. Others said entertainment discussion threads were quietly locked. That only made fans even more suspicious. Because in celebrity fandom culture, silence often speaks louder than confirmation. And suddenly, the entire internet was asking the same emotional question. What really happened that night? As the rumor spread across Asia and international fandom communities, emotions became impossible to control. For older fans especially, the alleged meeting triggered memories that had never fully faded away. Edits began reappearing online. Old interviews resurfaced. Emotional compilation videos started trending again overnight. Even casual viewers who hadn't followed Chinese entertainment in years suddenly found themselves pulled back into the storm. Because no matter how much time passes, the names Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan still carry enormous emotional weight together. Some fans believe the rumored meeting could simply be a private reunion between two former co-stars reconnecting after years apart from public attention. Others were convinced something much bigger was secretly happening behind the scenes. A hidden collaboration, a surprise project, a drama reunion nobody expected. And honestly, the theories became wilder by the hour. One entertainment blogger claimed the private lounge had allegedly been booked under strict confidentiality rules that night. Another online rumor suggested industry insiders had quietly noticed increased communication between management teams connected to both stars. None of it was confirmed, but that didn't stop the internet. Fans started comparing schedules, analyzing airport appearances, tracking fashion brands worn during recent outings. Some even noticed that both stars had recently been seen wearing similarly toned accessories within the same week. A detail that instantly sent fandom detectives into emotional overdrive. And then came perhaps the most heartbreaking part of all. Neither side said anything. No denial, no clarification, no statement from agencies. Just silence. That silence became fuel for endless speculation. Because in celebrity culture, fans often believe that when rumors are completely false, they disappear quickly. But this rumor refused to die. Instead, it grew larger with every passing hour. Meanwhile, international fans reacted emotionally across platforms worldwide. Some expressed excitement. Some felt nostalgic. Some admitted they were crying simply seeing the two names connected again after so long. This feels unreal. I never thought we'd hear something like this again. Even if it's just a rumor, why does it feel so emotional? Those comments flooded fandom spaces endlessly. And perhaps that's what makes this story so powerful. Not whether the midnight meeting actually happened, but the fact that millions of people still care so deeply about the possibility. Because certain celebrity connections don't simply disappear from public memory. They evolve into emotional history shared by an entire generation of fans. And suddenly, one blurry photo in the middle of the night had reopened emotions across the entire fandom world. Then, another twist changed everything. Late the following evening, fans noticed that several large entertainment accounts suddenly stopped discussing the rumor entirely. Posts vanished without explanation. Hashtags slowed down. Even fan forums became unusually quiet. That silence felt strange. Almost too strange. Some fans interpreted it as proof that the topic had become too sensitive to continue spreading publicly. Others argued it was simply internet overreaction fueled by emotional fandom culture. But regardless of the truth, curiosity only intensified. And behind all the speculation, one question remained impossible to ignore. If Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan truly met that night, what was the reason? Industry insiders have long whispered that surprise collaborations in Chinese entertainment are often protected under extreme secrecy before official announcements. Private meetings late at night are not uncommon for celebrities trying to avoid public attention. Could this have been business? A private conversation? Or simply two people reconnecting away from cameras after years of public pressure? Nobody knows. And maybe that uncertainty is exactly why the story became so emotionally explosive. Because sometimes mystery itself becomes more powerful than confirmation. As the days continue, fans remain divided between hope and caution. Some refuse to believe anything until official confirmation appears. Others say the emotional impact of the rumor alone already feels unforgettable. But one thing is undeniable. A single midnight rumor was enough to dominate entertainment discussions across multiple countries within hours. And once again, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan proved something few celebrities in the world can still achieve. Simply being mentioned together can stop the internet cold. Maybe the truth behind that night will eventually disappear into silence forever. Or maybe one day, fans will finally learn what really happened behind those closed doors in Beijing. But until then, the blurry photos, the unanswered silence, and the emotional reactions from millions of fans will continue haunting the internet like a story nobody is ready to let go of. And perhaps that's the real reason this rumor became unforgettable. Not because people saw everything clearly, but because sometimes the strongest emotions are born from the things nobody can fully explain.